Welcome to United Taste of America. Today we find ourselves in state number one, the first state in our union, the great state of Delaware. Delaware was originally founded by both Dutch and English settlers, and later by the Swedes, believe it or not. But of course we know that the English prevailed with a huge land grant given to William Penn. In fact, the land we're standing on today originally was part of a tract owned by William Penn. Delaware celebrated its independence from the colony of Pennsylvania right around the same time, 250 years ago, when we declared our independence from Great Britain. Delaware has a rich culinary history. It's a mid-Atlantic state. It's a state with a coastline where we get blue crabs and clams and fish. In fact, at the boardwalk in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, they created saltwater taffy. It's also a state with lots of small farms that grew chickens and sheep and cows and lots of vegetables. But today, no. We're here to talk about a most iconic American dish, and that dish is ice cream. There's nothing better on a hot summer day than an ice cream cup or an ice cream cone. And we're standing on a farm, a dairy farm that has been in the same family for over 230 years. Welcome to the Woodside Farm and Creamery. I'm with Jim Mitchell of the Woodside Farm Creamery, a very, very special place that's been in your family for quite a few years.
Since 1796.
1796.
Yeah.
I understand that this was originally part of a large tract of land that was given to William Penn.
Yes, and William Penn had it, and then there was another owner, and we bought it from them, my family did, and it was 1,000 acres at that point.
1,000 acres, 230 years ago, at
Right.
the start of our country's history. I
Yes,
believe
it was.
I believe General Washington was still the president of the United States
He was at
when
that
you
point.
bought that.
That's right.
And it stayed in your family all these years. That's pretty special.
Thank you. Yeah, we're proud of that. That's why we're still here.
And for about 165 years, you were primarily a dairy farm.
That's right.
And then obviously things changed. You got rid of your cows and you started raising some other things.
Yep.
But then you decided, I want to go back to raising cattle and being a dairy farm, but I think in order to keep your dairy farm, you had to become an ice cream creamery.
Well, that came a little bit later, but we started back with cows, Janet and I, in 1995, and realized pretty quick that was a tough way to make a living. So we said we need to do something else, and I went to Penn State and took an ice cream making course. So I have a diploma from Penn State that says I know how to make ice cream. And we opened the creamery in 1998.
This farm, this is the American dream. This is the story of our country. You think about it.
Yeah.
Somebody bought this land in 1796
Right.
with the idea of building a life,
That's right.
raising a family.
That's right.
And you've had multi-generations of Mitchells that have done just that.
That's right.
And that really is the story of America.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And the opportunities that are here are endless, and that's what makes this country great.
You know, it's interesting. We are a melting pot as a country. We're a country of lots and lots of immigrants. Your ancestors, I understand, were Quakers.
Correct.
From England.
Yeah.
Trying to get away from being persecuted. Wanted to come to a better place.
Yeah.
And they found a great, great place. How hard has it been, Jim, to hang on to land in an area that is having such a population boom, where I bet you're fighting off real estate developers every day of the week?
Well, I think they've kind of learned over the years that we're here to stay, at least for a while. So they haven't bothered us for a while. Land has been sold off. So originally 1,000 acres, we have 85 left. but this is the original homestead here. And the house that my father and sister are still in was built in 1804 by my great-great-great-great-grandparents, Thomas and Lucy Mitchell. So,
And your dad, at age 95,
96, yep,
yep,
95, yeah.
is still living there.
That's right.
Wow,
That's right.
that's pretty amazing. You know, most Americans don't really understand where food comes from.
No, they don't.
You know, they think they go to a supermarket, you just find it, and
That's
you just
right.
buy it. But in this case, you have to control the whole process. You have
Yeah.
to grow the grass
Yeah,
to feed the cows.
that's right.
You have to milk the cows.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take that raw milk and take it to a processor to pasteurize it, to put
Right.
maybe some sugar in it and
Yep.
maybe some fats in it,
That's right.
creams, and then it comes back to you, and then you make small batch ice cream in multiple flavors.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yep. And that's been a system that's worked out well for us, and we were fortunate to be able to work with a dairy that would do that for us.
So you sell your ice cream here at your little shop.
That's right.
You sell it to some other purveyors that have their own little ice cream shops.
That's correct.
Sell it to some restaurants.
Restaurants, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
What else?
And catering. We do quite a bit of catering for ice cream, not hot food, but ice cream socials and Sundays and that sort of thing. And companies will have us come out and serve ice cream as a treat to their employees and that sort of thing. So,
Well, I also noticed when I came up today that you had recently done a fundraiser for your fire department.
yes.
Y'all do a lot of charitable work here. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, we try to. We like to be involved with the community as much as we can, and they're the ones who support us. We like to support them as much as possible.
Well, it's been an incredible run for you, for your family. I don't know anybody that doesn't like ice cream. You
Well,
bring a lot of smiles to a lot of faces.
Yeah.
And you're still living what I consider to be the American dream.
Well, thank you.
So
Yeah.
thanks for having us today.
Thank you for
I
being
appreciate
here.
it very much. And that's a wrap from the state of Delaware. And what a story of a family farm that was founded when George Washington was still president of the United States. We'll see you next week on United Taste of America.